Welcome to Stump Fynchy, Ireland's hottest football trivia podcast. My name is Mark Barty and I'm your presenter for the fifth instalment of this brand new football trivia quiz here on Balls.ie. You can find us by searching Balls.ie podcast on all good podcast apps. If you're not subscribed yet and you're watching the video, you can find us there. And you can listen to us wherever you go, because this week, and each and every other week, the two competitors will come together and see if they can outwit Ireland's greatest mind on obscure football knowledge. That man is Sean Fynchy, Finch Meehan. Sean, you did not win last week, so I don't know how confident you're going to be this week.
I'm really focused. Is what I am. All the greats had to lose in order to prove their greatness. Muhammad Ali would be nothing if he didn't get beat a couple times.
He would be. He'd be the best boxer of all time.
That's even more true in another way of looking at it. So, look, Mick McCarthy has just put it in there with a very salient point. I'd like to welcome you, Mick, to the podcast. You're positively glowing after the fact that yourself and Gary Connaughton, who's also on the call, did succeed in stumping Fynchy last week. Can you do it 2 times in a row, lads?
Yeah, well, we more than stumped him, Mark. Some would say we stumped the shit out of him on last week's show. It was a hammering, really, But look, we'd been beaten 4 times in a row before that, so there's no point in getting cocky about it. But sure, what's the point if we don't?
Gary, your beard's coming along nicely. Everything's going in the right direction. It looks like for you and your team, really.
Yeah, well, I was a bit unsatisfying last week, I think, because it was such a hammering. So it was a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah,
but if we do it again this week and drive him back into the ground a second time, I think it would be very satisfying. So.
Yeah, it was also kind of unsatisfying because our quizmaster, Johnny Mahoney, who was on the call, had positively screwed Fynchy out of it as well with some of the questions.
Well,
they were pretty hard.
The quizmaster can turn in every direction every week, so maybe some other people might be able to get theirs.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll have a fair quiz where best man or men might win.
Let's see. Look, we wait and hope. But let's move on to the quiz itself. There are 2 rounds. First, contestants will try to stump Fynchy and his knowledge of random footballers, and then in round 2, contestants will pursue Fynchy through a gauntlet of rapid-fire football trivia. So round 1 is name a random footballer. In this round, I've asked both of these guys, Gary and Mick, to think of a random footballer who played for a certain Premier League club in the 21st century and has at least 3 caps for his country. Fynchy has to guess that player's identity. Now, in order to make that process a little bit more difficult for Fynchy, you're each going to have to answer 5 questions about the club the player played for. For every question you get wrong, Fynchy will get a piece of information about that football player. If you stump Fynchy, you give your team a 2-point lead heading into the final Fynchy pursuit, which is very valuable. And if both of you obviously stump him, that's a 4-point lead. Today's club is Southampton. So if you're thinking of a player who played for Southampton in the 21st century and has at least 3 caps, I'm going to start with you, Mick, with question number 1 about your player. About the club. And if you get this wrong, we will reveal the player's initials. Which Southampton player finished as the championship top scorer when they won promotion in 2012, finishing with 27 goals, and it was 3rd year in 4 that he had earned that award?
Ricky Lambert?
Indeed. No time. No need to waste any time there. That was a handy one to start off with. Question number 2. Get this wrong, Mick, and we'll reveal the player's nationality. Who scored twice in Southampton's 2-0 win over Everton in May 1999 to ensure that the Saints avoided relegation?
The Ricky Lambert question was easier.
Definitely.
They beat Everton 2-0 to avoid relegation in 1999. I'm guessing Letizia is too easy. I'm torn between 2 players, neither of which I know are right, but Egil Ostenstad and Marion Pahars. I'm going to go with Ostenstad.
The correct answer, Mick, is Marion Pahars.
Of course it is.
Scored twice and never.
This is a big clue now.
So there you have to reveal the player's nationality.
This is a big clue. This player, Sean Finch Meehan, is Irish.
Oh. I think we can all guess that it's not the. I'm not going to say anything.
We don't know. There's other questions to get.
Yeah. Mick, get this one wrong. Question number 3, and we reveal the player's position. Who captained Southampton in the 2003 FA Cup final?
Jason Dodd.
No, the right answer was Chris Marsden. Reveal the player's position.
The quizmaster has flipped.
Chris Marsden.
Is that not well known?
What do I have to give?
You have to reveal his position.
He's a forward.
Question number 4. Mick, get this wrong and we'll reveal the player's club history. In 1993, this Nottingham Forest goalkeeper saved a penalty from Matt Le Tissier. Amazingly, it was the only penalty Matt Le Tissier would ever miss in his career. Name that Notts Forest goalkeeper.
Mark Crossley.
Yes, congratulations. You successfully now get on to question number 5. At this point, we might as well just reveal who the player is. Mick, get this wrong, and we'll reveal the player's all-time goal-scoring record.
Yeah.
What Southampton player became the only English player to ever finish a season as top scorer in all of Europe when he finished a season with 30 goals?
Would you mind repeating that question?
Yeah, what Southampton player became the only English player to ever finish a season as top scorer in all of Europe when he finished the season with 30 goals?
And there's no time frame on this.
It was in the Premier League era.
Okay.
Premier League era.
Like, I don't think.
No, wait. This isn't right.
Go on.
Are you not thinking of a different club that plays in red and white?
No, it wasn't when he was at Southampton, but he
Super
did.
Kevin
was,
Phillips.
but
Yeah, like
Okay. Is that
Kevin Phillips.
Yeah.
yeah.
My bad.
30 league goals. Okay, it did sound like he was at Southampton in the question.
That was my understanding when I wrote the question. So Quizmaster's is going to take an L on this one.
That's all right.
I thought
You had to
I
remember
think
that Kevin Phillips played for Southampton at some point as well. I don't think he did.
Well, he played with everybody, so.
Yeah. But anyway, so you have a couple of options here, Fynchy. It's an Irish player who played or has played as a striker for Southampton.
Yeah.
In the 21st
So-
century.
you've got like Shane Long. I just think is way too obvious. I would
Maybe that's what I
presume.
wanted to think.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. I don't know. You could be throwing me for a loop. But there's also Leon Best. So I'm gonna go with Leon Best.
Well done. I decided to give you a chance this week after last week's hammering, but you did well. Yeah, Leon Best started his career for 3 years at Southampton.
That was a good one,
Ooh.
actually. Yeah, for
That was a good
Leon
one,
Best.
Yeah,
I was thinking of all the Southampton players, isn't it?
It's one of those ones that you give Fynchy a chance. He got the right clues, but it's still one that most people wouldn't get.
Yeah,
You know, so
I
it's
wouldn't have thought him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking Mickey Evans. Did he play for...
in like 1992.
Yeah, and then I remembered when at the very end of the quiz it was like, oh yeah, 21st century. One of only 3 Irish players to win Player of the Month twice in a row. Is that the fact?
Mickey Evans.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
won.
No, he's one of 5 to win it overall, I think, isn't he?
Yeah,
No, but Roy Keane, Robbie Keane, and Mickey Evans have some record.
I think they might be the only people to win it.
Oh, perhaps, yeah.
Maybe that's it altogether, yeah. Not twice in a row. General, Jesus, that's depressing. Anyway, no 2-point head start from you, Mick, going into the final round. But Gary, maybe you can rescue a bit of a head start for the lads. Get this question wrong. This is question number 1 of a Southampton player, and we will reveal the player's initials. What was the name of Southampton's ground before they moved to St Mary's in 2001?
The Dell.
The Dell is indeed the right answer. Congratulations. You've now get question number 1 for the first time in a few weeks. Question number 2. Get this wrong and we will reveal the player's nationality. Michael Obafemi scored his first Premier League goal. Could have been Michael Obafemi as well. Goal on December 28th, 2018 against what club who are no longer in the Premier League?
Huddersfield Town.
Yes.
Clue, yeah.
Does Obafemi actually have 3 caps now?
He only has one.
Yeah, he wouldn't qualify for this.
One,
Question number 3, Gary. Get this wrong and we will reveal the player's position. Which Southampton player has the most yellow cards of anyone on the club at the club this season?
James Ward-Prowse.
Oh, great shout.
Yeah,
Well done.
exactly what I thought.
We're on to question number 4. In the 2002 season, Gary, well, first of all, if you get this wrong, we'll reveal the player's club history. In the 2002 to 2003 season, this Southampton striker finished with 23 league goals, which was the third most in the league and the most of any English striker that season. Who was he?
James Beattie.
Yeah. You're on to question number 5. Your question is definitely a bit easier than mixed. There's nothing about random FA Cup matches in the early 2000s.
But it was a final.
It was a final.
He didn't lift the cup or anything, though, so I don't know. I was just on the captain.
Gary, get this wrong, question number 5, and we will reveal the player's all-time goal scoring record. Get it right, and you will get yourself. Well, not that you will have no clues going in to guess the player. But who replaced Nigel Atkins as a Southampton manager in 2013?
Maurizio Pochettino.
Who was indeed. So there we go, Fynchy.
It was a disgrace that Atkins got sacked.
There was a stop short of a question of what letter does Southampton begin with as a club. Can you guess the Southampton player that Gary is thinking of? Now, you do have some clues in that he's played in the 21st century. He has at least 3 caps for his country, but that's all you know.
And that Gary chose him.
Yeah, like that's not. It's no help. It's Klaus Lundigvam.
No, the answer was Danny Osvaldo.
Ah.
Yeah, because I was sweating when you did the club history one because the man has played for 15 clubs. Like, so if I got that wrong, I think Fynchy definitely would have got.
Yeah,
Club history gives away most.
To be fair, if I was guessing, if I was going to name or think of a random Southampton player, I would have thought of Klaus Lundigvam. So you're right in someone's eyes, Fynchy. But anyway, that has given Gary and Mick a 2-point head start as we move on to round 2, the Fynchy Pursuit. So here the lads will work individually, getting a minute each to answer as many football questions as possible. Then your combined score plus the 2 points you already have at the start will set the benchmark for Fynchy as he pursues you when he gets 2 minutes on the clock to answer as many questions as possible. You, of course, will be able to push back should Fynchy get any wrong, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. First of all, we're going to start off with Mick McCarthy. And you're going to have 60 seconds on the clock to answer as many questions as possible. Are we ready, timekeeper?
Timekeeper ready.
Mick, are you ready?
Ready, Mark.
Right, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Which Atletico Madrid player finished as a La Liga top scorer in 2008-2009?
Torres.
Nope, Forlan. Who did Man City beat on the final day of 2011-2012 season?
QPR.
Yes. Who scored Wigan's winner in the 2013 FA Cup final?
McManaman.
Ben Watson. Alan Pardew scored 24 goals as a player for what club?
Crystal Palace.
Charlton. Who managed Blackburn to the 1904-95 Premier League title?
Kenny Dalglish.
Yes. Who finished runners-up in Euro 2008?
Germany.
Yes. Who scored? Who's Switzerland's all-time leading scorer?
Fry.
Yes.
Fry.
What stadium did Juventus play in from 1990
Stadio
to
dell'Alba.
2011? What club did Robbie Keane join after leaving Wolves?
Coventry.
Who scored a hat-trick for Leeds against Southampton in August 1999 Premier League match?
Oh, Jesus. Mark Viduka.
Michael Bridges. What was the final?
Who scored a hat-trick in 1999 in a random Premier League match? In a rapid-fire quiz?
Is that not a famous hat-trick?
That was a disgrace of a list of questions.
I think you did okay, Mick, to be fair.
What did you say from the stadium? You said Stadio del Api or del Apio.
It said Albi, he got it.
That's close
I
enough.
said that Alpo, and then I changed it to Alpo.
Yeah. I'd give it a 2.
I was just trying to burst in because I'd lost so much time.
Also, he said Sebastian Fry, who was a goalkeeper.
Oh, he said Fry.
He said Fry.
He
said
Alexander Fry. Sorry, Alexander Fry. Yeah.
I was like, the goalkeeper, man.
Yeah, because when he said it, I was thinking Alexander Fry, and then Mick said Sebastian Fry, and I was like, oh shit, thank God I didn't get that question.
I said Fry to be sure, and then I mumbled to myself on the first time.
At least you didn't say Barry Fry.
I didn't even hear it. I'd moved on to the next question once I heard Fry first time. But how many was that, or Donny?
There's 6, and then with Gary's head start, we're on 8.
We're on 8, Gary. Right, we're going to need a good performance from you here.
Need 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say if you want to get to 15, I think it's a good starting point. To give yourself any hope. So, are you ready, Gary?
Yeah.
Timekeeper, are you ready?
I am.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. What was the final score in aggregate in Ireland's 1998 World Cup playoff defeat to Belgium?
1-0.
3-2 to Belgium. Who was top scorer at the 2006 World Cup?
Miroslav Klose.
Yeah. How many red cards were shown in the 2006 World Cup game between Holland and Portugal?
3.
4. Who scored the most Premier League goals in the last decade?
Sergio Aguero.
Yes. What ground did Watford play at?
Vicarage Road.
Yeah. Who's the most successful country in the history of the CONCACAF Gold Cup?
Brazil.
Mexico.
Oh,
Vincent Kompany is currently player manager of what club?
Anderlecht.
Who did Aston Villa defeat in the 1982 European Cup final?
Hamburg.
Bayern Munich. Who's PSG's all-time leading scorer?
George Weah.
Edison Cavani. Christian Carambot left Real Madrid for what club in 2000?
Repeat that question.
Christian Carambot left Real Madrid for what club in 2000?
Juventus.
Middlesbrough. How many Irish internationals were there in the 1999-2000?
You started so you'd finish.
Yeah, I started so finished. How many Irish internationals were in the 1999-2000 PFA Team of the Year?
2. Gary Kelly and Roy Keane.
3. Gary Kelly, Roy Keane, and Ian Hart.
Oh, shit.
Four
I
there.
realised after I told you that I had pronounced CONCACAF wrong, but
Yeah,
No.
that's how it put me off, yeah.
I think you knew what it meant.
That was a nightmare. I did absolutely shocking.
If you want to give him the next one.
Who's
Why?
captain? Yeah, why?
Well,
Give us a chance.
for the sake of drama.
We'll get some pushbacks.
I got pushbacks, yeah.
Okay, so that's 4. So there's
Expect it.
12 in total.
12 Finchy.
You can't win every week or else it wouldn't be Stump Fynchy.
Yeah. We either get hammered or give a hammering, though, I think is the way it's turning out.
So here we go, Finchy. 12 would score to catch. We've got 2 minutes on the clock. If you get any questions wrong, it will move over to the lads. They can push you back a step. Are you ready?
Ready.
Feeling confident? Timekeeper,
Not
are you
too-
ready?
I am.
Right. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Who captained Argentina in the 1986 World Cup?
Diego Maradona.
Who managed Sampdoria to the 1994 Coppa Italia?
Pass.
Stop the clock. There we go.
Sven? Was that? No, it was too early for Sven, wasn't it? Jesus, Sampdoria manager then before
Is
that.
it a big name that went on to someone else? Maybe
Who's that?
Ancelotti? Maybe no.
No,
Like-
he would have still been playing. I think he was playing for AC Milan in '94.
Okay.
I think.
He
I'm gonna
was
look
that-
like an idiot if it's Ancelotti. Is it Sven? Sven was Lazio manager in like
Yeah.
'99, but he'd been around before that. Like,
Go for it, yeah.
yeah, we'll go for Sven Goran Eriksson.
It's the right answer, Mick. Jesus, I thought you were going to go off. You said it straight away. And then I said, Jesus, if he goes off with someone else. So that pushes back Finchy to a score of 0. How many seconds left on the clock?
1 minute, 49 seconds to go.
1 minute, 49 seconds, Finchy. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Rui Costa started and ended his career playing for what club?
Benfica.
Yes. Ryan Babel signed for which English club last season?
Fulham.
Alberto Aquilani joined Liverpool after 6 seasons of what Italian club?
Roma.
What club did Steve Staunton join from Liverpool in 2000?
Aston Villa.
Who's France's most capped international footballer?
Lilian Thuram.
Spain scored 10 goals against which island nation in the 2013 Confederations Cup?
Tahiti.
Yep. In 2004, Adriano rejoined Inter after a spell of which Italian club?
Pass.
Stop the clock.
Up to 5.
2010. He
Yeah,
joined Inter as the spell at another Italian
No,
club.
2004.
2004.
Oh,
It's not one of the big ones. Like it's not AC or Juve.
sorry. Was it? Did you say a loan spell, Mark, or just a spell?
Just a spell. In 2004, Adriano rejoined Inter after a spell at which Italian club?
I can't think.
Parma.
Yeah, maybe Parma. I was thinking Parma. Some Finchy's face seems to indicate that might be the correct answer. So we're going to say Parma.
I was trying to play my best poker face, but Finchy did it.
His face up. As soon as I said pass, I was like, fuck.
We would have went for it anyway.
The correct
Yeah. Well,
answer
Parma
is
was the
indeed-
first club to come into my head, but I don't remember it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, same.
The correct answer is indeed Parma. You've pushed Fynchy back. How many does he need, Johnny, and how long is left of the clock?
So he's pushed back to 5, and he's got a minute and 6 seconds.
6 seconds to get 7.
Tight.
This is
You get 3 more pushbacks, Gary.
Yeah.
1 or 2 more could do it.
I can't
2 out of
pronounce
2
that
so
next
far.
question, Donny, so I'm going to move on. I'm going to skip that one.
Okay.
Woody, you got it right.
I'll try it at the end. I might be right. I might be able to pronounce it, but I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it.
Make food of yourself.
After CONCACAF and CONCACAF. On the count of 3.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Who beat Brazil to win the gold medal in the gold medal game of the 2012 Olympics?
Mexico?
Yeah, Christian Vieri's brother Massimiliano has 6 caps for which country?
Australia.
How many games did Germany win in the 2018 World Cup?
1.
Freddie Canute has 43 caps for which country?
Mali.
Who scored the winning goal in the 85th minute of the 2014 Copa del Rey final?
Gareth Bale.
Jordan Lukaku plays for which Italian club?
Lazio.
Who scored Sunderland's winner when they beat Newcastle 2-1 in the October 2013 Tyne-Wear derby?
Jermaine Defoe.
Stop the clock.
Right.
I mean, the lad who scored this won't even remember this. Never mind.
Say that again, Mark.
Chris Marsden was exact. At least it was an FA Cup final.
Michael Bridges.
I nearly laughed at the 2014
years
Copa
ago.
del Rey final. Never mind this one.
I knew the Copa del Rey one. It's the one where he ran off the pitch. It's a really famous goal.
The
He's
question,
done.
lads,
This has been a very good one. Was this the question to win it?
No.
Okay.
the
Right.
question, lads, is who scored Sunderland's winner when they beat Newcastle 2-1 in the 2013 Tyne-Wear derby?
Now, I don't know the answer to this, but I do know a player that was there that season and scored a lot of big goals.
Was.
Fabio Borini.
Who was the manager?
Paolo Di Canio, I think. Possibly.
Could have been anyone at that stage.
This is the thing. You could remember
Could
this.
have
Like,
been.
it's the big derby.
They bet Newcastle every year, though, for about 10 games in a row. So I don't think it's going to stick.
Borini.
Yeah. Like, I know he scored a few big goals at the end of that season.
Yeah. Go on, I don't know, 2013.
Fabio
I can't place
Borini, Mark.
Fabio Borini is indeed the right answer.
Yes!
Well done, Gary.
Gary! Well done.
What a shout.
What a shout. How many questions does Fynchy need to...
It is 3, and he's got 25 seconds.
Ooh.
There's,
We need another pushback.
there's a few hard ones coming up. So.
yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Are you ready? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. How many England caps does Kieran Richardson have?
I think I know this.
None.
Stop the clock.
He has more than one. I think he has something like 7 or something.
I think he could have more. I think, like, he's one of these players that has, like more caps than you think.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't
we're
know.
fucking guessing anyway.
7 jumped into my head the same way as
Okay.
Parma did.
7. Go 7.
The correct answer, lads, is 8.
Oh, it was more.
What
A reminder,
stupid
Johnny.
question.
A reminder, Johnny, how many does he need?
Kieran Richardson doesn't know the answer to that question.
He needs 3, and he's got 18 seconds. Mark,
He's
just
Second,
fine with that
second.
one, actually. He did take his time.
you there's a question between the Borini and the.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Okay.
Lads, give me a hand. I lost
Right,
last
Grant,
week.
I'll ask it. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Who's Bournemouth's leading scorer this season?
Callum Wilson.
Gary Lineker played for which J League club?
Jubilo Iwata.
Stop the clock.
What?
Do you know this, Mick?
I don't know any J-League clubs.
Like, the only one I can think of is
They wore blue, and he broke his toe. That's
the only
What?
one I can think of is Gambo Osaka, but
go
it's
with
not.
them then.
Or no, or is it Gambo Osaka or Vassell Kobe? I don't think it's Gambo Osaka, Mark.
Wrong answer. The correct answer is Nagoya Grampus or Grampus 8.
Yeah.
So, Fynchy, you need 2. How long is left in the clock?
9 seconds.
9
Oh,
seconds to
we have
get
2
2
chances
questions
there.
right. Here we
I thought
go.
they were the most ridiculous questions of all time.
Oh, Christ. I want to make sure I can pronounce these right. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Who's the current Galatasaray manager?
Fight Terram.
Which League One club play in the Stade Pierre Mauroy?
Lille.
There you go.
Time.
Oh,
You've done it with
2
about
seconds.
2 seconds left of the clock.
Nah, it was
Gary-
well done though. They were like, you got some brilliant questions in there. I have to
Gary
admit.
Lineker. He cost us.
I feel like
There you go.
we played well there.
You were 1
The
point
question
away.
levels were higher, but
Yeah.
we played a blinder. Like, yeah.
I
Very
did get
good.
4 in my one as well, which probably didn't happen.
You were 1 cap away from Kieran Richardson being right as well.
Yeah,
That would have
which
won
is
it for you.
ludicrous.
But should have won any quiz, like, you know.
I'm delighted with Fabio Borini as well, to be honest. I don't think we
I
could have
know.
won.
Anyway, we're focusing on the wrong people here. Congratulations, Vinci.
Yeah, well done.
there you go.
Listen, I
was a
think
good
we all did well. I think we all did
Galatasaray
well.
manager, off the top of your head, always a good sign.
It's
that you know
always
about
it's
football.
always a good. Fight Terram is either in charge
was-
of Galatasaray or Turkey at any given time.
That was outrageous. And then the Lille one, because I no doubt butchered the pronunciation of that stadium. I saw it coming down the tracks, which meant that I was going to overthink it definitely.
Mark, what was the question that you were afraid to ask?
Oh, I actually, that wouldn't mean the worst. Ruben Vinagre.
Ruben Vinagre, yeah,
That was right. Yeah, Ruben Vinagre is in what country?
Portugal.
Yeah. I just was. I didn't want to butcher Vinagre, but it
I
turned
have
out
to
that
say-
I butchered Marai.
I have to say, I'd listened to a podcast of Behind the Questions with Mark and Bradley Walsh. What goes through your head as the rapid fire questions come through?
It's very hard as well when you're watching a Zoom on one side. You have to go back to the questions on the other, and then the camera is up here. So you're kind of like, where am I again? And then having to scroll down through the questions because it only shows up on a tiny screen on the side of your laptop.
Now you're a real pro, Mark, to be fair to
Yeah,
you.
what a
Yeah,
man.
good job.
Concert.
I don't know.
This show is really about Mark's presenting. You know? The rest of us are just,
We're just a vehicle for Mark's presenting skills.
To butcher everything. But there we go, lads. Unfortunately, you've not stumped Fynchy this week for you. Congratulations,
Oh, well.
Fynchy. It's the most dramatic finish yet, I think. In this long and checkered history of this show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Next week, the lads will be back to try and see if they can succeed in stumping them for a second time. If you've not subscribed to the podcast yet, be sure to do so. You can find us by searching Balls.ie podcast on all good podcast apps. But until we chat to you again, mind yourself.